Well, the US is no longer the first choice for Indian students. That's according to the latest Transnational Education Report 2024-25. Applications to American universities are down 13% year on year as Europe, especially Germany, surges ahead. Germany's share of Indian students has jumped from 13% in 2022 to as much as 32.6% this year, with nearly 60,000 students enrolled, more than double in just 5 years. Canada too has slipped, falling from nearly 18% to just over 9%, while rising tuition fees and a weaker rupee are pushing students to look elsewhere. For Indian students, cost is no longer a barrier but an investment. 33% rely on loans and 28% on scholarships. The top pick is mostly for master's degrees, with management and MBA programs seeing the biggest spike. And while the UK remains a strong magnet, Germany is clearly the new hotspot for Indian students abroad. Mr. Mohandas Pai, chairman of Aarin Capital, joins me this morning to put this trend into perspective. Mr. Pai, good morning. Thank you for your time. Why Germany?
Thank you. Germany, because Germany has got a very strong education system. Indian students are late in discovering Germany, and Germany has education in English too, and they're very strong in STEM. Remember today, STEM dominates the world. And it is STEM that has propelled Germany to a position which is leading. And I think Indian students are going there because the lower cost of education, it is state subsidized. They don't have to pay heavy fees. It is free education for everybody. And they give good education. They give education in English. And there are very good job prospects in Germany as Germany is grappling with a shortage of talent. So I think Germany is the go-to place. It's very friendly. And I think more and more students are going. It's a good thing. Indian student needs to diversify, not go to third-rate colleges in the US or Canada or elsewhere. There are too many of them going to third-rate colleges in Canada and the US where they will not get good education and they may not get any jobs. So it's better to go to Germany where there are good institutions and I think study there.
All right. But what we saw as a trend when students went to countries like the USA, Canada, as well as UK was that language was not a barrier, sir. English language being well spoken in India and among Indian students, the ease with which they transitioned to those geographies was there for all to see. Now with Germany, does language become a barrier?
No, language doesn't become a barrier. I think most Germans speak good English. And I think they got English-based education. They don't teach in German. They teach in English in most of the universities for a long period of time. And it's good to learn German as a language. It's not very difficult to learn. But please remember, with so many students going, the challenge was not English. The challenge was, for many of the Indian students, the ability to talk in English. Please remember that, okay?
Right, okay.
It's not that everybody who went there, and the huge numbers have been going to the US and Canada, that everybody who went there could speak in German. Right. Remember, there have been a lot of these young students from Punjab who are going there, joining third-rate institutions and doing some funny courses just to immigrate. Remember that, right?
Right, of course.
So I think this reconfiguration is very good. Germany has got higher standards for entry because it is all the higher education is state subsidized and state run, and they will not compromise, unlike in Canada and the US. So what is happening in good? There have been too many Indians going overseas with the dream of getting a job and immigrating. It's getting social stress, they're borrowing money, and they're not going to get good jobs because there is resistance to foreigners coming in Canada and in the US. And there are not enough jobs going around now because of many economic reasons. So I think going to Germany, getting a good STEM education at a very low cost, and looking at Germany as a destination to get work experience, I think is a very good thing. Europe is a better location right now.
All right. But what about other challenges in Europe, sir? Quickly, if we can touch upon those. The fact, of course, that economy for most European countries, including Germany, is not keeping pace with the global average. In fact, Germany is likely to grow just 0.2% or so this year. And, of course, other problems with respect to immigration from West Asia as well as Africa. Are those going to be challenges that Indian students in Germany should be mindful of?
Yes, there are going to be challenges. But remember, you are going to Germany for higher education. You're going to be in the top 20-25% of the population. You are not a half-educated, illegal or legal migrant coming from West Asia, right? You're not that. So I think it's very important to understand that Indian students going there are going to join good universities, get a good education, hopefully, and they will be absorbed by industry. And even in the industry, for many areas, there is a shortage. Even though the economy is not growing well, because of the fact that they've been hit by lack of cheap fuel from Russia and by the geopolitical problems with the U.S. in tariffs, etc. They're not grown. But Germany has been aging for a long period of time. There are a lot of job vacancies, and I think it will be much easier for young Indians there. They're in smaller numbers. They're only 60,000. Please remember, in America, it's 235,000.
That's right.
Even though Germany is a smaller economy than the U.S.,
That's right.
but I think they will do.
All right, Mr. Mohandas Pai, Chairman, Aarin Capital. Thank you so much. As always, pleasure having you here.